Hey everyone. So you might be wondering why this episode is tagged as XY-00 when it really should be episode 100. Basically, when I started this series, I didn't think I would last over 100 episodes. So with the stupid setup I have, it's basically locked at 99. I could have 99 episodes. I didn't think I'd last that long. When I hit 100, I didn't want to do like a XX-100 because then it adds an extra digit to this whole consistent tag system I have throughout my channel where it's 2 digits, a dash, and then 2 digits. So basically, I decided to take the XX value that's been present throughout the entire series so far and turn that into like an era. Like this is the XX era of this part of the series. And then now we're moving into the XY era of Let's Play Vintage Story First Take series. Now, I was thinking of something special I could do for, episode 100, which is this episode. And I've decided I would make a compilation of all of the Rudo shelters that I've made throughout those first 99 episodes of the XX era. And so, here it is. So, enjoy. Hey everyone, welcome back to Vintage Story. So, we're in episode 100. I am Rudo Metkin, and it's been a while since I've started this up since I've played. I think it's been about maybe 2 or 3 months. The date right now is January 26th. It's exactly 11 p.m. where I'm at right now as of recording this. Gosh, I have so much to like try to go over and say. First off, I guess what I'll say is I was thinking about doing something special for episode 100. And I've decided that all this stuff that we worked for, we're in the Rudo hovel right now. All this stuff, you know, we're fighting winter. We have all this great stuff right here that we've accumulated. All this food, look at this. And really just a lot of time we've put into surviving the winter. I'm thinking for episode 100 I could do something special where I do a purposeful death and we start over. It will cost us a life, which will compromise a little bit of the 20 live run here, but this is something special that I wanted to do, and let's see where it takes us. So I'm thinking maybe we go outside and let these drifters purposefully maul us. Let's eat this meal first. All right. I'm just kidding. That would be that'd be ridiculous. The goal here is to survive, of course. So instead, I think what we'll do is I want to build a treehouse off of one of your recommendations. Off of your recommendations. Let me find that exact comment here. Let's see. Let's see if I wrote down a bunch of comments to catch up on. Yes, build a basic, maybe tiny treehouse where I can go inside to stay safe and also to have a wraparound deck that I could go out to hunt. That could be like a good upgrade from the Rudo hovel. So I don't think I'll have it built within this roughly 30-minute episode, but that's a start. We'll start on it. So we'll need wood and shoot. Looks like I don't even have much of that, but we'll take what we've got. I know last time I had lost the fat. I really don't know how, but I mean, it was that crashing glitch, but whatever. Let's not forget an axe. We'll take one axe. Let me get this part out of the way really quick. I don't remember if we'd already gone through these words. I think we forgot to have word of the day, or not word of the day, but maybe I called it word of the day. Basically, every time I start a session, I'm like, hey, these are words I wanted to learn last time, and now we're learning how to pronounce them. The last ones were strewn and bismuth. Those were the two last ones. I probably already went over them, and I think I forgot last time before we left to, like, oh, these are more words I want to learn how to pronounce. Anyways, that's what that is. And just throughout the session, I'll go over more comments. Let me cross out the treehouse, or I'll circle the treehouse comment, because that one, we have to remember. We're going to make a treehouse. Let's see. I have antlers. I'm kind of just wasting space with antlers. I don't really know why I'm doing that. I think, can I place these? I can't place antlers. I don't really want the antlers. It's not like I'm going to be able to do anything with them. I think we're going to throw them. It's not like I can ground them right now. What are we going to need for a treehouse? We have wood. Shoot, man, what's a good building material for a treehouse? What have I learned to make? Let's see, this stuff is good for a long time. I'm happy to see that our food is doing pretty good. What time is it? Oh, it's 9 in the morning. It's time to go out. Now, last I remember, we had like traps to check. It'll all come back to me pretty quickly. But yeah, first thing, let's go check some traps, and I want to see if I can collect stone on the way. Because there's something I've kind of been wanting to build, and that is... Oh, maybe not stone path. Not really stone path, but block. Okay, let's say we have a granite stone. What can I make? Cobblestone. I want to make a cobblestone, and that's clay and a bunch of stones. Okay, we have the clay. Wait, who makes a stone treehouse? We're going to stick with just wood. Wait, we want our food to stay dry. Or not dry, just protected. All right. So here's the Rudo hovel that we're not going to do a purposeful death. That was a joke. And I also, you know, thought about going all out and like doing this big old montage. But probably won't do that. I need to make some progress, you know? I know it sounds cut and dry, but I want to get things done, you know? Maybe I'll do a tiny edit. You know what? I just can't find the inspiration to... Oh, gold. Gold bits. I just think, you know, if I do an edit, like what would that look like? 100 episode edit. Okay, we used to have a trap here. We don't need more. Trying to pick up more stones. Probably should have taken food with me. Yeah, wait, why am I picking up stones if I'm not making a stone treehouse? Okay, here's a trap. Looks like it's up. And I can only think of 3 traps. Really, I know there's one here. There's one over there. This isn't good. Should have watched back more of my previous stuff to find where my most recent trap locations are. Maybe I only had 2 traps. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be sprinting so much, just because I have no more food on me at the moment. But when you guys suggested a treehouse, immediately I thought of this tree that I've kind of already been hunting from. It's somewhere up here. But of course we'll need a ladder. I need to chop more trees. What kind of wood do I have right now? Pine, let's see if we can find some pine to chop down. There's pine right there. We're going to chop this pine down. And while we're chopping, let's go over another comment. Okay. So, you guys said, next time there's a temporal storm, I should check the time. Check what time it is. And log it, you know, keep a note on, okay. Basically what I'm getting at, or what I think you're getting at, is temporal storms happen consistently on a schedule. Or something like that. Something close to that at least. Okay, I wonder if there's more logs up here. I don't really want to chop down this oak log to find out. You know what? We should pick a taller tree like that one. All right. Next thing I want to do is check the other trap. And then, let's see, my mind goes to ladders and a roof. It'll be a small tree house, I think. In fact, now I'm thinking about warmth. I want it to be warm. I don't want to cause a fire in the tree house. I don't want to burn the tree down. All right. I'm gonna have to think about the logistics to this tree house here. You guys seemed pretty confident that maybe I can survive winter pretty easily with the rate of how things have been going. So I have high hopes that this is going to be smooth and we're going to actually get to see the beginning of the year. Or shoot, we're already in January. We're in the beginning of the year. We're going to be able to see things warm up soon, where things will really get easier in a sense. I won't have to fight so much weather. Let's see. Okay, so that comment is gone over. You guys said to read about bow staves. I'm gonna look into that. Let's see, my other trap should be around here. And I don't think I've addressed these comments. All the comments I'm about to go over throughout this session, I don't think I've addressed them yet. This one's still up. Trap is still up. I don't know how there are carcasses over here. I must have hunted here and then killed them. Killed the squirrels. Squirrels, not squirrels. Is it squirrels? What have we been trapping? Rabbits. Yeah. I don't mean to sound stupid, but I am gonna need some refreshing, and that'll come quick. You guys also told me to rethink conventional wisdom about running because of my skill level seems to be good enough to go ahead and reconsider conventional wisdom about running. I'm guessing that kind of means, hey, maybe you can run more. You don't have to be so careful about running. I'm guessing I might have that opposite, but I'm thinking that's what you mean. And I appreciate that, but I'm a little bit nervous about running too much because look at this. I ate a full meal and I'm already down. But regardless, I will think about it more. Okay, we have probably enough pine logs to make a little tree house, which is what we're aiming for. But I do want to now make ladders. So let's see, ladder. Rope ladder. I forget we have enough rope. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of sticks. Well, we kind of have a lot of sticks. Let's collect some sticks. Today is a stick collecting day. Also, here's another thing I've been wanting to do. I want to go spelunking. I want to go spelunking. I want to go underground. Be a little bit more brave in that way. Man, I am collecting sticks. A lot of sticks. Yeah, you know what? It's really bothering me now. Of like, I feel like I'm obligated to do like a special edit for episode 100. I feel like I'm a loser if I don't. I feel like I'm failing the series if I don't do it. But then, if I do it, if it doesn't come naturally, what if I'm just, if I'm forcing it, and then it's like, hey, here's a forced edit that I'm not really, I don't know. It's a conundrum. It's a problem. It's a third world problem. Or is it, what would you call it? First world problem? Third world problem? I'm gonna admit I don't fully know how that saying goes. First world problem, because like that seems like it's like, oh, we're civilized, we figured everything out, except for this stupid little thing that we have the luxury of worrying about. All right, it's getting cold, it's getting dark. What do? I guess we can go in and make all of our materials and prepare for this tree. I'm thinking this is a science experiment cattail that I put here that I think I'm wanting to see if it grows in isolation with no water around it. We're very hungry. So I guess we'll eat this meal, which is... There we go. This is 840 saturation. Here, let me go over this next comment here. You guys went over another one. It's about food. Let's see. Okay, this is kind of a complex comment, and I'm going to read it to this great music. I'm just going to read it, so bear with me. What you need to consider is the overall nutrition. Remembering that you get a pause in hunger, as in free sprinting, for 30 seconds every 100 satiety of the meal you consume. If a third slot with veggie bumps you over the century mark, which is the 100, it's probably worth doing, especially considering you are mostly hunting, not trapping. Even the fourth slot might make sense, depending. The game is too involved to have a simple rule of thumb. So that's good. That I was like basically doing science over here. I was doing science over here with like figuring out meals and what's worth it and whatnot, and that shoots me ahead in science to figure out what's worth it. So thank you. So that tells me if I eat this, I should have, what, 4 whole minutes of free sprinting? Oh, we're starving. I gotta eat it. So I guess I'll have... Oh, maybe that's also what you guys mean by rethink conventional wisdom about running. So I should be able to run for a while now, and it doesn't go down because I just ate. I should have 4 minutes of free running like this, based on what I'm understanding you said. Awesome. So yeah, that'll be... We're going to do that, I guess. We're going to take advantage of that. But right now, I mean, we're not really running. Nothing to run around in here for. Okay, I'm going to want a door. And we have a tin bronze axe. That's really good. Oh, I have a door. All right, so this is the door for the treehouse. We have sticks for ladders. Let's go ahead and make some ladders. I'd like to get high up there. 12. Is that good enough? May as well make one more. I don't want to be low on sticks, but 15, that'll be good. 15 blocks high. That should be good. Hey. I don't remember. This comment may have been behind a little bit based on one of my episodes I was recording, but beekeeping. Where's that comment? Beekeeping can be can be found in animal husbandry, and then it's best maybe for spring. So I don't remember if I looked. We're gonna go animal husbandry. No, I do want to see about beekeeping here. Okay, beekeeping. We're gonna reread it anyways. If we did read, I think we did read. I think we read everything basic probably, but in order to obtain wax and honey, you will need to build skeps, into which wild bees like to swarm. Oh, we can do this. Okay, nice. Be sure to place some flowers around. You can move a populated skep inside a free backpack slot by clicking it. Carry it to the desired location and use control scroll wheel to select that backpack slot to place a skep back down again. So probably kind of like hunting, trapping with traps. Your bees will visit nearby flowers and slowly produce honey. A richly populated skep can also turn into, in turn, swarm to start a new bee colony in a nearby empty skep. When your skep colony is mature, break it to remove the honeycomb. Note that this is quite likely to anger the bees. Angry bees can become diverted if there happens to be anything nearby which looks similar. Which means before we harvest honeycomb, we should have an empty skep nearby so that way the bees can get to it. I guess that's what I immediately think of. Squeeze the honeycomb over a bucket to extract the honey, leaving wax. Okay, so you get honey and wax. Honey can be taken from the bucket into individual bowls. Nice. And I think I've had buckets before, right? Of course not. Okay. So bucket is something that I have not yet done because it takes planks or boards, and boards we need like saw and stuff like that. And I'm super disappointed in myself for not having copper. I mean, we need to be... Where... How am I... Have I not panned in this entire... Have I not been panning at all out here? Or is it something I might have lost? Did I place it down somewhere? I mean, why haven't I been panning? I should be panning more. And what the heck? How did I end up with so many flax fibers? Okay. Alright, so that's beekeeping. We're just going down the list here. You guys suggested to be more mindful about clay when collecting it. Basically, I should think about, hey, okay, I want to make this, this, and this with clay, so I'm going to need this much, so this is how much I should collect. Have a number in mind when to collect, so that way I probably don't collect too much or too little when I'm out, and it doesn't become an inventory problem. So I love that. It sounds so basic, but I needed it, apparently. I appreciate that. I'm going to do that. And feel free, please hold me accountable if you see me not doing that in the future. I need to do that. You guys said arrows should despawn in 10 minutes with basic settings, which I think I do have. I have basic wilderness survival settings at least. So arrows should despawn in 10 minutes. That's a good thing to try to remember. Okay, let's think about this treehouse. I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need more logs for sure. We're gonna hang this axe, and we're gonna take this new one. I want to get rid of the antlers. I mean, what am I gonna do? I can't grind them yet. I don't have a grinder. I don't think I'm near grinding items yet. Another comment. When I get to the point where I'm spelunking, remember that I'm kind of reading into this comment, but remember that the drifters will despawn. I'm guessing when I get further away, that's my takeaway from it, because I've seen it happen before, and that's what the comment was in relation to. So when I get far away from a drifter, they may despawn. I'm guessing that's kind of what I'm getting from that comment. Okay. So they do despawn. That's a good thing to know. Good thing to know, especially when spelunking, yes. And then you guys said, incidentally, when considering where to put your hidey hole, I'm guessing during spelunking, remember where they were not. Now that's an interesting comment. I don't fully understand it. I'm not confident that I fully understand it. I'm guessing maybe they kind of have areas where they respawn. That's something that I hope I pay attention to. Let's take a look at our food. Okay, this is fresh for 10 days. What was I doing? What was I making for fires? Logs. This is going to be a lot to get back into. I mean, where are my logs? I don't have any logs. How do I make logs? I think, okay. I mean, right now I'm doing good on food. I'm really out of the rhythm here. That's like a red currant bush. I'm putting... I mean, why am I storing this here? Why don't I just plant it outside? Oh, this stacked all along? Okay. Oh, it's, yeah, so it's like, what, 10... 8 o'clock at night? Not a good time to sleep yet. But check it out. We have our warm clothing. Okay. Another thing you guys said is... it's probably better to... This is kind of doubling down on the other comment, but... it's believed to be better to fill all 4 slots in a cooking pot because it gives you more saturation per bowl, which gives you, 30 free seconds of sprinting for every 100 satiety. So that's exactly like kind of what I was wondering. Like, is it better to do 3 or 4, in the cooking pot? Let's see. And then another thing you guys said was losing fat was a shame. That was last episode. But there is still something that could be done with raw hide versus pelt. Let's look into pelt. Maybe you just mean making pelt. Okay, and right, I need fat. I need fat for this. Okay, that's pelt. What can I do with pelt? I can make a hunter backpack. Wait, why don't I make more linen sacks when I have all of this? I mean, what am I doing? What have I been doing? Let's see. I think I need... Hang on a second. Okay, I need linen and flax twine. All right. Let's see. I think a flax twine, but then I think 4 flax twines makes 1. Yeah, linen. Okay. Boom. And now we're going to take out that last basket. Last one? Yes. Then we're going to put this in its place. Okay, and then this. do that. And now, oh wait, that's the next 3. So we can take that out. Can we stack them? No. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm just making more, obviously, linen sacks. I think the reason I didn't do it before is because I was thinking, oh, I want to save my flax fiber. But why do that? There, and we have all the linen sacks. And we'll just put these baskets over here. I'll take these sticks. I'll hang the hoe up. And what time is it? Now it's 10 o'clock. I guess we'll wait for it to be 12 o'clock and then we'll go to sleep. And oh yeah, more stuff. Bunch of seeds, bones. Oh, I have a spear. Can we make more arrows? We're gonna need to prepare for that hunting with that tree there. We can make more arrows. Oh, we need more sticks. Okay. And then I'm thinking of a roof for the treehouse. Yeah, I think I want to do a roof. So, like thatch. I remembered thatch as a hatch, but hey, close enough. Okay, so we need thatch. And that is obtained by... oh, just tool. Wait, am I pronouncing tool right? Let's go through our pronunciation list that we've learned, that we've made since starting this journey. Where is it? There it is. I do not have tool on here. Okay, so that's something we're going to do. We're going to learn how to pronounce tool. Make sure that we're pronouncing it correctly. Okay. Oh, I guess we could make some pants. Maybe fur pants. Could we do that? Looks like just fur boots. Okay, let's try this. Let's see, what can we do with pelt? The coat kind of comes with pants, it looks like. That's kind of weird. Okay. And pelt is good for, yeah, hunter backpack, but that's not as good as linen sack. We already have linen sack. All right, let's sleep. It's midnight. There goes the cattails all flipping out.